you guys, it's Karen, and I'm here to show you some new skincare that I found from Bondi Sands. There's two serums here as well. So I often go onto the Boots website and just put in new beauty and have a look at all the new stuff. And I often come across new skincare, but it can be, there's a lot of new skincare on there that is expensive, you know, 20, 30 pounds per item. But these are much more reasonably priced. These are more in the sort of £10 range. There's no perfume in them. There's no alcohol that I can see. And so I was really interested in giving them a try because I think that's a reasonable price. And I would say that 4 out of 5 of the products I've got here are good products. 2 I would definitely repurchase. 2 others I might, and 1 I wouldn't. So pretty good finds. So let me start with the night cream, because this is the one that I wouldn't repurchase. This says hydrating night moisturizer with hyaluronic acid and squalane. It sounds like it should be really nice. It sounds like it should be really hydrating, and it is hydrating, but for my skin, it's just not enough. And I don't know if it's the hyaluronic acid in this, because sometimes products with hyaluronic acid do make my skin feel a little bit tight, even though, you know, I don't always remember, but I do try to wet my face before using it, you know, so I might use some kind of spray beforehand. But this one, it feels lovely going on. It's really nice, but then I just feel a little bit of tightness from it. By the way, I should give you my notes. I've got the prices. This is £10.99. I put it feels lovely. My skin feels very silky. It's great over the niacin. Yeah, because I've got a couple of serums here, and I've tried all of this skincare on its own to see how it works alone, and also in combination with each other to make sure nothing sort of peels up on your skin or whatever. But it's hard to rub in. That's the other thing with this. It didn't look it there, but it seems when I put it on as a night cream, I'm like, wow, is this not rubbed in yet? You know, that wouldn't be a deal breaker if I felt like it was really hydrating. But like I said, I just end up thinking, oh, my skin just feels a little bit tight. So this is my not a repurchase, but it's not terrible at all. If you've got oily skin, it might be great. You know, if you don't find that you have that sort of tight feeling, this might be a good one for you. The next one I'm going to tell you about looks very similar. You wouldn't know them apart really, would you? So this one is called Daydream, and it's a hydrating whipped moisturizer with desert lime extract. This one I love. It's really nice, and it doesn't make my skin feel tight. It even looks the same, you know, it looks like the same kind of thing. This one actually feels a little bit cooling going on, which is weird. There's no menthol in it or anything like that, but it just feels a little bit gel-like when it goes on. But this one just feels amazing. This one is £9.99, so it's £1 cheaper than this one. I'm not sure why. There's obviously something in here that's more expensive. I used this as a night cream for quite a few nights to test it out, like I said, in different ways. And I've now been using this one for the last few nights, and I absolutely love this. So even though it's called Daydream, I love using it as a night cream. And this one, did I say it was £9.99? So it's £1 cheaper than this one. Yeah, I did. I said it might be something more expensive. I've just said this feels amazing, and it works really well with all the other serums. I have to say, I could just blanket say that they all work really well together. I've got niacin, vitamin C, sun cream, and these 2 night creams, what I use as a night cream, and they all work really well together. But I love that, and I would definitely repurchase it. It's not what I'm going to run out and repurchase when this runs out, because I've got so many creams to get through, and I'll probably be trying something new by then. Okay, next let me talk about the SPF. So this is called Sunny Days. It's an SPF 50 moisturizer, and it is a zinc moisturizer, and it is tinted. So that's what it looks like, but I'm going to show you it rubs in no problem, and it doesn't leave, obviously it doesn't leave a white cast, but it doesn't leave any kind of colour at all. Probably put a little bit too much on there. Rub that right in. So you can see it doesn't change the colour of your skin at all. And like I said, it's zinc based. It doesn't tell you the percentage. This is £12.99 for, I think this is 50 ml in here, 50 grams. Yeah, 50 grams. I think that's a really good price for this. Dries fairly quick, I've said. It does dry pretty quick, I have to say. It's not one, you don't have very long to rub it in, but it's a great makeup base. It does dry down to a matte finish. What else? Matte, tinted, zinc, dries fairly quick. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to tell you about that. There's nothing else in it to concern yourself with. I don't know how it would be on dry skin. It does feel moisturising. My skin doesn't feel tight, but I think this is probably might not be enough for those with dry skin, you might have to put a serum underneath it. And I have tried serums underneath this. I actually put my UK under it a couple of days and it was absolutely fine. You can see that I am easily through using that. It's only going to last another week or so. You guys know that I was loving the Face Theory Amel Whip Day Cream, and I still am. I stopped using that in order to trial this product. And I'm so far down it that I think, you know what, I'm just going to finish this and then I'll probably go back to the Face Theory one. And I would probably choose the Face Theory one over this just because it's so luxurious feeling. The other one, the Face Theory one, is a little bit more expensive and it's not a mineral one, but I'm really loving it at the moment. And so I would choose that one over this, but this is one that I would repurchase. You know, it's a really good one. I think it's a really good price. It's good. Okay, on to the serums, which I think are the most exciting because, you know how I said I wouldn't repurchase the night cream. I would repurchase the Daydream and the sun cream, and I am definitely going to repurchase these two, which is the Niacinamide and vitamin C, because I really enjoy them. So the first one is called Begin Again, and this is Niacinamide, and it is a 10% niacinamide with a 1% zinc. What have I said about this? I've said it feels very creamy going on, but it dries pretty quickly. Then your skin feels a little bit tight, matte and smooth. There's no pilling, and it's 10% niacinamide, and it's £9.99. What I love about this is it feels like a really nice serum. Like I put it on and was like, wow, this feels like a luxurious serum going on. There's no smell at all, by the way, because like I said, no perfume, but it feels really, really nice. And then it kind of just sinks in and leaves your skin feeling really smooth. And when I say it leaves it feeling tight, it's not uncomfortably tight. I mean, I wouldn't just use that serum. I would use a night cream afterwards, but just sort of matte and smooth, you know. So I really like that. And you guys know I've been loving the Geek and Gorgeous Bee Balm, it's called, their niacinamide. But that one is just like a serum, a watery serum. You know, this one feels just more creamy. And I prefer this packaging, I have to say. I prefer the kind of squeeze a little bit out like that than I do the dropper. I don't like the dropper bottles at all. So this is one I'm definitely going to repurchase. And then the vitamin C, really, really interesting. It's called Golden Hour. This is 10% vitamin C. So I know some of you might not like that it's not a 12 or a 15%, which is considered optimal. But I used this without checking the ingredients, and I used it on my face and neck. And I used it on my face and neck for like 3 days in a row before looking at the ingredients and writing down all my notes and whatnot. And I was surprised to find that this is ascorbic acid. I really thought that this would be a derivative. I did not think it would be ascorbic acid form of vitamin C. So I was like, wow. I was like, I wouldn't have put it on my neck had I have known, but I had no irritation on my face or neck at all. So then I thought, well, maybe it's not the right pH, because I was sent a product. A company asked if they could send me a vitamin C serum. I said yes, but you know, I'm not going to say I'm going to do a video, yada, yada. Got sent the product, got an email from them asking me what I thought. And I said to them, you know what, it feels lovely, but it's not the right pH. It was like a pH 6. And they just said, oh, well, it's formulated so it doesn't irritate. But ascorbic acid needs to be at a lower pH in order for it to penetrate and work, etc. So I checked the pH of this and it's a pH of 3. So I was really surprised at that, because normally products with a pH of 3 would do something to my skin. You know, I'd feel some tingling, or I'd know that it was a pH 3, and I didn't at all. My skin felt lovely. So the only thing I can think is that 10% is the perfect amount for me. You know, I don't know whether the fact that I've generally used 15% before has caused me irritation. So maybe my kind of line is 10%, but it doesn't irritate my skin at all. And, you know, that was a week and a half ago I started using this, and no irritation at all. Feels really lovely. And I checked the pH again and it's staying at the same pH. So it's not, hasn't changed so far. You know, I tested it then and again yesterday. Did I even tell you the price of this? This is £9.99. They're all, like I said, around about the £10 mark. Dries fast, no irritation, pH of 3. Yeah, this one dries really fast as well. It's very much like this, except, did I show you that? It's like an orange, sort of looks like a gel. Looks like a gel serum. But it is another one that dries very quickly, but feels really, really nice. And like I said, I prefer this type of packaging. So I really like that, really like that. So those are the only things that I've tried. There are other products. I think they did a jelly cleanser and some other things that I don't know whether I was like, let me just try these and then I'll try some more or what, but I'll go and have a look. But out of these, like I said, I would not repurchase the night cream. I would buy this again. I would buy this again, but I'm not in a rush to. But I will probably buy these two again unless I need to work through the niacinamides and the vitamin C that I have, because I do have quite a lot before I go and repurchase them, but they're definitely on my holy grail list. That's everything. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you don't mind the new background. This is me filming on my phone. It's just what I need to do at the moment. I don't know what I'm going to do going forward. Thank you very much for watching. I'll put details of my makeup in the description and I will speak to you again soon.